Imagine a burglar who doesn't just pick your lock. Imagine a burglar who arrives at your house, realizes the door is locked, scans the blueprints of your entire neighborhood, creates a 3D printed key for the window, and if that fails, calls your security company pretending to be you, using your voice to turn off the alarm. And here's the kicker. This burglar isn't a human. It's a piece of software. And it's doing this to 1,000 houses at the same time, 24 hours a day. Welcome back to the Cyber Frontier. I'm your host, Alex, and today we are scared.
We're not scared, Alex. We're alert.
Chintaka, I read the information. I'm scared. We are breaking down a document titled The Double-Edged Sword, Agentic AI in Cybersecurity. And frankly, it reads like the prequel to a sci-fi dystopia. It says we're entering a, quote, new era of autonomous defense and attack.
It is a new era, but let's ground this. We've had AI in cybersecurity for a decade. We've had machine learning that flags spam emails. But what we are talking about today is agentic AI.
Right. And for the listeners settling in for the long haul today, we need to nail this definition down because the information lists 4 specific superpowers that make this different from ChatGPT. Number 1 is autonomy.
Correct. Traditional AI waits for a prompt. You ask, it answers. Agentic AI has a goal. It operates without constant human oversight. You tell it, protect this network, and it decides how to do that hour by hour.
Number 2, persistent memory. It doesn't forget.
No. It retains context from past interactions. If it saw a weird login attempt 3 weeks ago and sees a file transfer today, it connects the dots.
Number 3, tool integration. This is the one that worries me.
It's the most powerful feature. The agent connects to enterprise systems, databases, APIs, applications, to execute real-world tasks. It doesn't just suggest you block a port, it logs into the firewall and blocks it.
And finally, number 4, adaptive learning. It modifies its strategy based on feedback. It learns on the fly.
Put those 4 together, and you have something that isn't just a tool. It's a digital teammate. Or, if it's on the wrong side, a digital soldier.
Okay, let's start with the blue team, the good guys. The report calls agentic AI a force multiplier. Why do we need this so badly right now?
Because we are losing the numbers game. The report highlights a terrifying statistic. Data breach incidents rose by 70% from 2021 to 2024. Think about the poor analyst sitting in a security operations center. They are drowning in thousands of alerts every single day.
I've heard about alert fatigue. They just stop seeing them after a while.
Exactly. And that's where the agent steps in. It handles autonomous triage. It can analyze an alert, correlate it with threat intel, and even initiate containment in seconds. The report gives us a mean time to respond, MTTR comparison. Traditional investigation, 16 days. Agentic investigation, minutes.
16 days down to minutes. That's not an efficiency gain, that's a revolution.
It is, and it enables something we've never really been able to do at scale, proactive threat hunting. Usually, we are reactive. We wait for the burglar alarm. An agentic system is like a guard who walks around checking the locks, looking for latent threats and subtle anomalies that a human would miss because they are buried in terabytes of logs.
The report also mentions automated patch management as part of a self-healing network.
This is the unsexy but critical stuff. Most hacks happen because of unpatched software. The agent identifies the vulnerability and deploys the patch autonomously. It closes the window of opportunity before the attacker even finds it.
It sounds like a dream. We have a robot army protecting the castle. But let's open part 2, the peril. The information says this technology arms our adversaries with autonomous weapons. Chintaka, walk me through autonomous malware. How is that different from a regular virus?
A regular virus is a script. It's dumb. It follows a flowchart. If A, do B. If it hits a wall, it stops. Autonomous malware thinks. It can perceive the environment and reason about defenses. If it sees an antivirus scanning a certain folder, it pauses. It moves laterally. It adapts its behavior to evade detection.
It's polymorphic?
Functionally, yes. It changes its tactics in real time. It doesn't need a human hacker constantly sending it commands from a command and control server. It has a mission: steal the data. It figures out the how on its own.
That's terrifying. But the next one feels personal. Automated social engineering.
This is where agentic AI leverages generative AI. Imagine a phishing campaign. Historically, phishing emails are full of typos, right? Dear Sir, Madam. An agentic attacker scans your LinkedIn, your Twitter, your company's public filings. It builds a psychological profile. Then, it generates a perfectly crafted email or even a deepfake voice message that sounds exactly like your boss.
And it does this at scale?
That's the danger. A human con artist can target maybe 5 people a week. An agentic system can conduct personalized phishing campaigns at scale, targeting 50,000 employees simultaneously, with unique, tailored messages for each one.
There's a specific term in the information that sounds like a spy novel title, the confused pilot. This is about data poisoning.
This is the most insidious attack. We usually think of hacking as breaking in. Data poisoning is about teaching wrong. The attacker injects malicious data into the AI's training set. They teach the AI that a certain type of malicious traffic is actually safe.
Like teaching a guard dog that robbers are just friendly mailmen.
Exactly. And because the change is gradual, the human supervisors might not notice. The AI becomes a Trojan horse inside your own defense system. It's still working, but its compass is broken.
This is why the information calls it a double-edged sword. The exact same tech that heals our network can be used to infect it. I want to take a sidebar here. We're talking about these agents making decisions, patching servers, blocking users. But what if the agent is wrong? The information mentions the risk of cascading hallucinations.
This is a huge risk in multi-agent systems. Imagine Agent A makes a small mistake. It flags a legitimate user as a threat. Agent B sees that flag and decides to lock the user out. Agent C sees the lockout and decides to wipe the user's laptop as a precaution. Suddenly, your CFO has lost all their data because of one small misinterpretation.
It's a domino effect.
And because these things happen at machine speed, the damage is done before a human can pour their coffee. This brings us to the black box problem. If we don't know why the agent made the first mistake, we can't fix it. This is why explainability, or XAI, is listed as a critical requirement. We need the agent to show its work.
I blocked this IP address because it matched this threat signature.
Exactly. Without that transparency, you can't trust the system.
And if you can't trust it, you can't deploy it. So how do we stop the dominoes from falling? The information outlines part 3, the strategy. It's titled Human Oversight in an Autonomous World.
The philosophy is augmentation, not replacement. There is a temptation to just set it and forget it. That is fatal. The information insists on human in the loop for high-stakes actions.
Define high stakes.
shutting down a production server, transferring large sums of money, revoking admin privileges for a senior executive. The agent can recommend these actions, but a human must press the approve button. This is the kill switch logic.
And what about trust? I see the term zero trust for agents.
This is fascinating. We treat the AI agents just like any other employee. We don't give them God mode access. We apply least privilege access. The patching agent only gets access to the patch server. It doesn't get access to the payroll database. And we apply continuous verification. We watch the watchers. If the patching agent starts trying to read emails, we kill it immediately.
So we have to police our own digital police?
We do, because accountability is non-negotiable. If the agent crashes the network, the CISO can't just say the robot did it. The accountability always rests with the human leaders.
As we wrap up this masterclass, let's look at the timeline. The information cites Gartner. 33% of enterprise software applications will embed agentic AI by 2028. That's 3 years from now. But as of 2025, 59% of organizations say their implementation is a work in progress.
We are in the build phase. Everyone is scrambling, and the danger is that organizations will rush to deploy these agents because of the promise, the efficiency, without building the governance to handle the peril.
It's an arms race. If we don't build it, the attackers will beat us. If we build it too fast, we beat ourselves.
That's the paradox. The information's final conclusion is powerful. The challenge is not whether to adopt agentic AI, but how to do so securely and responsibly. We have to accept that the battlefield has changed. It is no longer human versus human. It is machine versus machine, with humans guiding the strategy.
Chintaka, if you had one piece of advice for a CEO listening to this, what would it be?
I'd say don't buy the magic box. Don't buy an AI that claims to do everything. Buy a system that is transparent, that audits its own actions, and that keeps your people in the driver's seat. Because when the software fights back, you want to be the one holding the remote control.
When the software fights back. That is going to stick with me. Chintaka, thank you for this deep dive.
Thank you, Alex.
Oh, one more thing. If you look at the screen now, you'll see a summarized version of everything we've discussed so far. And hey, stay tuned to IT-O-Matic for more interesting and insightful content coming your way. Thanks again for joining us. See you next week. And don't forget, drop a comment about any future topics or videos you want us to dive into as well.